destination mark.
Hey guys, how's it going? Marcel here, and dreams do come true. Jesus Christ, we got a lot going on here. Okay, and I've already talked about Crash. If you want to see all of those videos, reaction, first thoughts video, second thoughts video. Yeah, that's pretty much all I did. Oh, comparing the two intros, the original opening intro from the first game and this new remastered intro, all of that down below. Check it out if you haven't already. Whew. Okay, but outside of Crash, which I won't talk about much here, damn! PSX 2016! Jesus! So, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. Compare this one to a year ago! Even though they did show off a lot of cool ass shit, like they showed off the first bits of gameplay from Final Fantasy VII Remake and all that stuff, ever since last year, they've been on this fucking winning streak. Shit! If this was an E3 2.0 for this year, Sony still would have won. Because, holy shit, we got a lot to go over here. So, we got a lot of reviews that we've been wanting and all that stuff. So, comparing this to like a year ago, when Shawn Layden teased with the Crash shirt, and, even Gio Corsi was kind of, bringing up, people don't see that one as a tease, as a Crash tease. G-Man and I kind of did, because everyone we knew on Twitter was spamming him with building the list for Crash, and he mentioned building the list. He mentioned it this year too, but he mentioned it last year, and we were like, seeing as there was that Crash shirt tease, what is this? And it was like Yakuza 5 or whatever. So anyway, so there was that. But this year, shit! I love the fact that it opened with Naughty Dog and it ended with Naughty Dog. That was really cool. And goddamn Naughty Dog, fucking love you. Jesus, can I just say that? Grew up with Crash and fucking love you. Jesus. Okay. Oh my god. My body can't even take it. So, let's see. Where to start? I guess let's start with Naughty Dog. So, fucking Uncharted Lost Legacy didn't look at all like an Uncharted game when we were looking at it. But the funny thing is that as I was watching this, and it starts off, and the more the trailer was going through and we're seeing this cloaked woman, and I was like, okay, I'm getting some Naughty Dog vibes here, because they didn't show their logo off before the gameplay started, or before the trailer, started. So I was like, okay, looking very, Naughty Dog-like, so, can't tell if it's something for Uncharted or maybe Last of Us. And we'll get there when we get there. But, so I was like, okay. And I haven't played all of Uncharted 4, I played some with Caleb, so I guess link down below to that, on Gearshift. So, we played a little bit of Uncharted. We got pretty far. He's beaten the game, front and back probably. Last time I played it, since I don't have a PS4, is with him. So, it's Chloe, I have not been formally introduced to that character yet, and, son of a bitch, forgetting the name already, so, I just remember Chloe for some reason. So, these characters are now the new, thing for this, I guess it's DLC, or it might be a whole new game? I'm still not even really sure. So, I think this is the story DLC that people were wanting, and were speculating that they were gonna do. That's the only thing I can think of, as of right now. If they had any panels on this, I didn't see it yet. I didn't even see the Last of Us 2 panel. Spoilers? I don't fucking know. I didn't see that panel yet. I didn't even see the fucking Death Stranding panel. I wanted to see all these panels. In hindsight, I had gone with, yeah, I didn't even explain that. So why I wasn't even going to, initially I was like, okay, if they don't show off Crash when the conference starts, and if they dedicate like a panel or something to it, I can't see it because I'm going to be busy. I'm going to have some, some other plans. Those other plans that day were that we were celebrating my brother's birthday even further, because his birthday was earlier that week, but he had school that day. So we went out to eat, pretty cool, good ass food, had some steak, so okay. So I missed those panels. As it turns out, I don't know I still don't really know what the first one was, or which one. There's three of them. Two were unannounced. One, right before PSX, was Kojima's Death Stranding panel, which I was like, okay, in the podcast with G-Man, link down below, I was like, no Kojima presence. That kind of, that's a little concerning, because it's like, E3 was awesome, we saw Death Stranding for the first time, we had no idea what the hell it was, and we still, at least I still kind of know, because I haven't seen the panel. I'll see it later, don't spoil it for me. I saw the second trailer they put out, like right before PSX, so that was cool. Apparently, if you play them side by side at the exact same time simultaneously, you'll get some cool little Easter eggs and stuff there. That's fucking clever as shit. So I'm gonna watch that panel. I'm gonna watch all of them pretty much. So there was that. So we had Uncharted. We had I'm not gonna list them all because like they went over some Destiny stuff, some Wipeout, Final Fantasy. I believe they went over Final Fantasy. I'm not remembering right now. So there's some stuff here and there, some indie stuff that I didn't either catch because we were busy getting ready to leave to the restaurant, or I was freaking out about Crash, and I was legit not even paying attention. So, the Uncharted stuff is really cool. You know, I have not experienced the full-on Uncharted 4 experience yet, so I cannot really comment too much on if I really like it or it's like, you know, for this Lost Legacy thing, but it looks awesome. So it's like, okay, hey, quality, top-notch, animation is bitchin', so yeah. Next thing I could think about immediately was Crash. What was the second fucking announcement? Hold on. It was something everyone wanted, and I'm forgetting what it was. The second announcement right after that was something that people were, it was fucking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that's what it was. People were saying it was Marvel vs. Capcom 4, which I guess this still technically is the fourth one. I haven't played any of those, so I'm not really too sure. I don't have an opinion on those games, but to see that, you know, people were freaking the fuck out over it, I was like, okay, well, apparently everyone wants it, so, you know, that's awesome. Also, forgot to preface this whole thing by saying two things we were kind of hoping for, that we were speculating on for PSX that didn't end up happening. I just want to say off the bat, were Ape Escape, because G-Man really wanted to see an Ape Escape 4 or some kind of Ape Escape revival. And I was hoping, as well as a lot of other people, for a second PlayStation All-Stars. And that didn't happen. So it's like, okay, that didn't happen. That doesn't mean that it can't still happen. It just didn't happen on PSX. So maybe at E3 2017. Who fucking knows? I don't know. So, with that being said, we had, I already forgot it, fucking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and then we had like some Wipeout stuff and all that, and then we got Crash pretty early on. And the funny thing about, if you guys didn't really know why, if you've seen my reaction video to it, I started it like at the end of the trailer. It was because I was going to set up the camera and my tripod to film my brother and I reacting to the conference, and as I leaned over to grab my tripod, no, I did say this, sorry, in my thoughts video, I just remembered, but in case you haven't seen my thoughts video, then I'm going to relay the info again here. We were going to film it, and as I got the tripod and flipped open my camera, it started. I was like, oh my god, and I freaked the fuck out, and so I just started filming the trailer from right where you saw it. Right where you saw the beginning after my little intro in that video is where I started recording. So there's no cut footage, no anything. From beginning to end, that's the raw footage just put over, you know, into my editing program, into Premiere, with my intro. It's raw, it's right there. I think I color corrected it, I'm not sure. But there it was. So that was fucking awesome, and again, links down below so you can hear my thoughts on that. Then we got Parappa. Parappa the Rapper. G-Man went fucking nuts. Well, funny enough, he went, because I wasn't with him, he was with some other friends on, I don't know if it was Skype or Discord, when Crash showed up. And I wasn't on Skype with anyone, I was with my brother. So I heard his reaction, I saw his reaction eventually, again, link down below. He went bad shit over Crash, and it was, dude, because I know you're watching this, G-Man, that was the loudest I've ever heard you yell. It was a little scary. I was like, shit, calm down, don't have a heart attack. We have to play the game first before we die of happiness. Don't die yet. So, that was really cool to see. He was just freaking the fuck out over it. And it really sucks that Jeremiah Isaiah couldn't get his audio, because you can see him going like freaking the fuck out too in his own video, but he lost the audio to his video, so he just commentated over it, so that was pretty funny. But then, come Parappa, right after Crash happened and they were going over Call of Duty, I knew it, one way or another, Activision was going to show Crash and Call of Duty, one before the other. Thank God it was Crash before Call of Duty, to get us hyped and then be like, okay, whatever, Crash. I love that they did that. I don't know if it was Activision's choice to be like, show Crash first and then Call it. It was probably Sony's, because Crash just means so much more. I should have mentioned that in my Two Thoughts videos, but that was awesome. So, okay. After the Crash stuff, we had immediately jumped on Skype with G-Man, and we watched the conference from there on out together. and I heard him freak the fuck out over Parappa, and it was hilarious. And then the demo, it dropped when it showed that the demo was available that day. He's like, "The demo's available today!" It was funny. Check it out. It was great. So, that was awesome. Oh, one thing about Parappa real quick, as we're on this subject. What's really cool is, since you're playing with your DualShock 4, first off, they went way out of their way. I love this. For a simple, because Crash Remastered is very, very detailed. Very detailed. So for Crash to be in 4K, or 4K, I expressed that in my thoughts video, my second thoughts video, with Crash being in 4K, and you know, that makes sense. It's highly detailed, it's awesome, we're gonna see everything super crispy clear, whatever, quote me on that. Parappa is also in 4K, and it's more simplistic. I'm not saying you didn't have to do it or why did you do that. I'm just saying it's really funny they went out of their way to do that when it's not as big of a remaster as the Crash one is. They're not redoing it from the ground up. It's the same game. It's more of a port, in a way. They just, well, okay, that's kind of a lie, because I heard that they drew it all again. They redid, so in a way, it is built back again from the ground up, because that's why it looks so crispy clean. I'm just going to use that now as our term. It's because they redrew everything, and that's crazy, first off, but number two, the art style in general is very, very simple. So, I actually personally didn't see a whole lot of difference. Not that there isn't, but I'm just saying, like, wow, so in 4K, like, they went out of their way to make sure you can play Parappa in 4K. It's crazy. I wouldn't say it's unnecessary, I'm just saying it's crazy, it's really funny. But that's really cool, you know, Parappa's back, and I forget who it was. Who was it? Was it Shuhei Yoshida? During the the PS I Love You XOXO panel, he kind of, not really, wasn't much of a hint or a tease, it wasn't a direct tease, but he was kind of like, oh, well, we can, you know, prepare people for the future. Not just because they showed all this off at once from Japan Studio, not just Parappa, but Loco Roco and Patapon are all coming back, built back up, looking good, remastered and all that. So, in mentioning all these three, they were like, they asked him, so, you know, will we see new games in these franchises? They didn't like specifically mention in Parappa the Rapper 3, but they're just saying like, people might want new games in these series. Is this to test the waters? The same way that the Uncharted 4 Crash homage was there, and him in Skylanders was there, to get the younger audience into Crash, who might not have seen them from back in, not just back in the day, but back even in 2007, 2008 with Titans of Mutant. So, they were asking that kind of thing, like, is this to test the waters to see if people will like these series, not just old comers or, you know, veterans to the franchise, but newcomers alike. And he was like, yeah, for the most part. He was like, he tried to dance around it, and then he goes, but we can, you know, we're trying to set up for, you know, the future. And I was like, hey, that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean that Parappa's not coming, you know, with a new installment. And even if people want to see more games of, you know, Patapon and Loco Roco, I'm gonna play those, but, hey, cool. So, cool. And then there was just so many other things that happened. Like, okay, what else was there? Gravity Rush. That's all I can do in this video. I don't even know. There's just a lot of stuff that people wanted. Stuff that I, you know, not to say I didn't care about it, but I was just like, well, I'm not into that. So it's like, maybe I will later. I don't fucking know. I'm always open, but so there's that stuff, and the ending to the conference, fucking Jesus. Last of Us 2 is real. It's happening. It's here. I'll probably do a separate video on that because I mentioned, link down below, so many links, link down below, to a video that I did, a discussion video I did some time ago about new casts. Is that good or is it bad to introduce a new cast for a sequel or even a reboot or something that doesn't exactly match up, mainly a sequel, that doesn't match up with what the first thing brought. So we were hearing rumors, to put this into perspective and a comparison with Last of Us, that Last of Us 1 was great, it was Joel and Ellie. Last of Us 2 might not have been about Joel and Ellie. It could have been about either a singular person or another couple, like a little, you know, duo, or even a group of survivors or something. But no, it's Joel and Ellie again, and they're older. It's like a good, what they say, like fucking 5 or so year time gap. Like, how old was I? Like 14, I think, in the first game. So she's like 19 now, and she looked way older. That was the first thing I recognized. I realized right when she turned around and said, "I'm gonna kill them all" or whatever. I was like, "Shit, she looks older." That's crazy. So that trailer was fucking hype. They didn't even show Joel's face. They were playing around with not showing Ellie's full face as she's singing her song and strumming on her guitar, and then you see Joel come in. Never once do you see his face. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that's just for, you know, either something's actually wrong with this face they don't want to reveal yet, or it's just purely for hype. It's like, you already know what he looks like. He just looks older now. Hype. Get ready. So, I mean, you know, that's it. No release dates. No nothing. I didn't even say that. I don't think I said it. No, I did say it in my first thoughts video for Crash. No release date for that. No, you know, they didn't confirm the rumored February release date that was going to be shared with Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is still coming out in February, but with Last of Us 2, they said Part 2. Sorry, Last of Us Part 2. That part was just badass, but it's just like Part 2. It was like, oh, Jesus, the feels. I haven't even played. I have that. I have this. Signed by Neil Druckmann. I haven't even finished this game yet. It's been here the whole time. It's on display. And even I was like, oh shit. So, man. It's just the fact that Naughty Dog, you know, they hear the fans, they see how they need to move forward with it, if they want to do it, if the fans want to see it, and then they make it happen. If only they could do that with a Jak 4 or like a reboot or something, that would be awesome. Because, let me just also go a little bit. So that's The Last of Us 2. Seeing as they are now starting to show in these intro and outro videos for Sony, for like their presentations, they have their music playing to get us hyped up. Sony, PlayStation. Now they added in Crash. Out the gate, Day 2, their intro video, the first fucking thing was Crash. And I was like, yes. Not just because it's Crash, but it's more cartoonish, kid-friendly things to mesh in there with the hardcore gamer, fucking gritty-ass shooters and combat games and shit. Platformers are coming back. These kinds of games are coming back that we've been wanting, and to migrate them with fucking, or to whatever the fuck, I don't know, with... I'm just picking out words out of my ass at this point, but to really just mesh them with these other gritty games that have been around since the fucking mid-2000s. Point being, it can be done. You can do both and everyone can enjoy them. We let those gritty games take over the industry for the last few fucking years, and that's why I didn't really care a whole lot. It's like, fucking, what is there to get hyped for? Oh, the fucking Call of Duty number 100, same bullshit, different setting, slightly different characters, but it's the same shit. And it's like, that's why I love fucking Sony. That's why I love Sony. Because, not just because I grew up with it, but because it's like, they're diverse. They've got a lot to offer. So does Nintendo, you know, it's mainly kid stuff, you know. The most, you know, out there for the more mature audience they've ever really done is, to some degree, Zelda, with the dark atmosphere and tones and storylines, not so much with the content. Metroid is one of the more kind of like, it's serious. It can be dark and gritty because, you know, that's the world they've built, and it does work. Bayonetta 2, for as much as I whatever for that, but Bayonetta 2, I guess, for that audience, so to try and rope them in. Xbox is purely those kinds of games where it's shooters and fucking whatever else. It's whatever else. I don't even... All IP they have is Halo. It's the only fucking IP they own, and it's like the one that they do shit with is Halo. No, Sony's got so many great ones. Like, I'm hyped for Crash. I'm hyped for Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm hyped for Last Guardian. I'm hyped for fucking... Just so much shit is just happening, and it's like, okay. And Knack 2? Oh, I didn't even say that. Fucking Knack 2. Something no one thought was gonna happen because Knack 1 apparently was so mediocre. No, there's a second one. There's a sequel coming. Co-op. Blue Knack. So, I mean, hey, that's cool. I actually have fucking Knack right here. Haven't played it yet. I played some of it at Weston's house because he has his own copy, but I have Knack. So, you're probably asking yourselves, why do you have PS4 games? Because I also have Ratchet and Clank and even Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. When you don't have a PS4, I mean, I've been playing them at, Caleb's or at, Weston's house. So, I'm kind of bouncing around right now. But, hey, once I get a PS4, you're gonna see live streams of these games. You're for fucking sure gonna see a live stream or something for gameplay, me experiencing it for Crash Remastered for the Insane Trilogy. You can bet your fucking ass I'm gonna do that. Of course, why wouldn't I? Hello? Have you met me? Have you fucking seen any of my other videos? Even just the thumbnails. You don't have to watch the videos. I do a fuck ton of Crash videos. Sorry, I guess, if I'm not too diverse in my content. That's what I'm trying to work on right now. With that, how to make the birthday cake video and all that. But I'm trying to get more diverse content out there. But, diversity, no, yes, there's just a lot that they can offer, they have to offer, and it's both hardcore and dark and gritty, and it's lighthearted and cartoony like Crash or Parappa, and it can happen. Why did it take... I'm glad it's better late than never. But with as heavy of an impact as gaming has been on our culture and industry, and society and all that, how have we not noticed this a fucking decade ago? If we realized this shit a decade ago, not to say, oh, the shooters had to die as early as they started. I wouldn't mind that personally, but to keep them there, the cartoonish kid games that the industry started off with, and the dark and gritty games that came around due to just the graphical upgrades and all that shit, and being able to tell these narratives, or even just for the gameplay, even just for shooters, COD doesn't have much in the way of a story, but I mean, they can coincide. That's what I'm trying to say. Now I'm just rambling and ranting like I usually do. It can happen. It can happen. And it is happening. And I'm glad. I'm fucking glad. It's about time. Those 3 words sum up this entire PSX conference. It's about time. It's about time Parappa came back. It's about time Last of Us 2 was actually officially announced. It's about time Crash came back. It's about time I think they show off some Last Guardian stuff. It's about time Last Guardian's coming out, At this point, whenever this video goes up, it's already out. Most likely, so, there you go. So, this was the fucking year of dreams, man. This year and last year. Fucking announcing that Last Guardian was still in development. This year saying it's coming out, and at this point it's pretty much already out. Everything, just damn. It's crazy. Even hearing all the Resi stuff that's been happening, Resident Evil, no one really liked 5 or 6 and thought, okay, whatever. But once 7 came out at E3, whoa, people went batshit. I saw the reaction videos. Damn, Easy Allies, fucking all the other guys, shit, they were fucking losing their minds. And even I was like, okay, I don't play these games, but fucking I'm feeling their hype. It's about fucking coming together, man, and just playing their fucking games. Being gamers together, no fucking, hey, you're fucking stupid, it's a fucking kid-ass game. Fucking no, especially Crash as a kid-ass game, especially today, with this remaster, fuck no. It's for us, the adults who grew up with this shit, and then for the kids. A lot of my friends have fucking kids already. If they're as much into Crash as I am, they could buy it, and when we play together, like old times, and then they can show their kids that, and that's fucking amazing. The fact that, to go a little bit on Crash, the fact that they're even making the remaster like that, and the way it is, it's like kids can fucking have the same childhood, can get a chance to have the same childhood in their own way with this remaster, not the actual original versions, but have a similar childhood as I did, as a lot of us who grew up with Crash did. So, I mean, even outside of that, with Parappa and with, all that stuff, it's like, and that's something that they even said. Sean, I believe, said it outright. This was the year where we took a step back to see what did people want to see return. Be it from a couple of years ago, or from fucking years ago. Decade. Fucking Parappa, what, 15 years, I think, since Parappa 2 came out for the PS2? And it's not a third game, but it is a remaster, so that way a new audience can come in. I'm rambling. I'm fucking rambling. It was awesome. This PSX was fucking awesome. Couldn't have asked for a more perfect conference unless, hey, we got, you know, a new Apex game for G-Man to go even more crazy about. And PS All-Stars 2. I was speculating like, hey, a Medieval thing, but it's still way too early. I still want Medieval to get a reboot. That was my Halloween special. No more links. Just go to my channel at this point. I'm fucking done with links right now. There's so many down below for you to check out. For you, if you want to. And I'm not forcing you to, but with that being said, I mean, yeah. From G-Man's original, you know, Crash, Parappa, Ape Escape, 2 out of 3 is not fucking bad. That's not bad at all. I didn't go as ape shit because I'm still trying to get into Parappa. I played the first one. I've been playing a lot of Jeremy Lamy, but G-Man went crazy. It's one of his most favorite franchises of all time, next to Crash and Spyro and all that. And Crash is my #1 fucking favorite because that was the first game I ever played. And that's why it hit me so hard. Okay, before we leave, this is the end of the video, but before I leave, I want to, you know, mention / you know, once again, like, kind of, reveal that I got a little emotional, you know. I turned my camera on when Gina and I were on Skype with my dude. I'm looking at him with, like, my eyes all red, like, this is raw emotion. And it was raw emotion. Not that I was, like, on the floor bawling or over here on my bed fucking in fetal position, like, oh my god, he's back. I wasn't like that, you know, extremely like that. But it brought a tear to my eyes. It's like, damn, they're treating it with respect. And Crash, the first Crash, was the first game I ever played. So to see my legit start in gaming, my childhood, come back like this. No, don't start right now. I'm about to start again. It's just fucking crazy. I can't get it out of my head. It's crazy. I'm ready. Pre-orders for Crash. I didn't even mention this in the Thoughts videos. Pre-orders for Crash N. Sane Trilogy are already. They're already taking pre-orders for the digital release. I'm waiting for a fucking physical. If I have this, and if I have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, and if I have Ratchet & Clank all physical, no fucking shit I'm gonna get Crash N. Sane Trilogy in a physical copy. And the minute I hear my local GameStop say, we're taking pre-orders for Crash N. Sane Trilogy, ooh, I'm gonna roadrunner that bitch. I'm gonna go all the way over there, meet motherfucker, give me Crash N. Sane Trilogy. Give me, you know, I can sustain a copy and have a copy there, so that way when the day comes, fucking going back to grab that shit, it's happening. PSX was fucking great. I watched a lot of Day 2 as well. We watched a good majority of Day 2 to see a lot of the panels. We saw a little bit more of Crash. They talked about Crash. They didn't say anything we didn't already know. It was fucking great. I have to go back and watch those other panels I missed. But, what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What did you guys think of PSX 2016? Could it have been better? Do you like it the way it was? Was there something you wanted to see come back or see a new game announced that was possibly teased or rumored or whatever that didn't make it into the convention? I'm Marcelo. I will see you guys later. Take care. Here's to next year. And E3 2017 and PSX 2017. What else will they show? When will Crash Remastered come out? Because N. Sane Trilogy, it has an official title now. They didn't say a specific release date, so when's that coming out? Grab the Parappa demo now. I didn't even fucking say it. I was mentioning the 4K stuff for Parappa. Sorry, video not over yet. I was mentioning the 4K Parappa stuff, and I didn't even mention that they had said when you play it, you got your DualShock controller, it vibrates like a metronome, so it'll go and it'll vibrate to the beat, so it can help you to hit the buttons. Because if you guys haven't played Parappa, take it from me or from G-Man, the button pressing is fucking precise. There's a certain point where you have to hit it, because even if you think you did well, there's times where you'll still go down like a grade, like, you know, from good to bad or to bad to awful. Even if you think you did it, like you nailed it to a T, it's very fucking precise. They made the controller vibrate to the beat so it can help you slightly. It's a slight vibrate, but it's there to help you. Shuhei Yoshida himself said this, so I was like, okay, that's awesome. So yeah, but grab the demo. Here's to Crash. PSX was awesome. I'm Marcelo. I'll see you guys later. Take care.